Hey, today is another Fellowship of the Clefs, and I'm going to be talking about one of my very favorite pieces of gear. But to understand that piece of gear, you're going to have to see some other pieces of gear first. So we're going to start with that. I'm going to start with my signal chain here. This is my Orange Micro Dark. It's a 20 watt hybrid amp. It has a preamp tube, which you can kind of see glowing in there, and then it's got a solid state back end. But this is a high gain heavy metal kind of amp. People like Brent Hines from Mastodon and Jim Root from Slipknot are Orange Dark players, and that's not going to be enough for me for what I want to do today. So I think I'm going to add my fuzz pedal here, just to give a little bit that woolly, gritty, fuzzy tone. And I'm not sure I'm going to stop there. I'm going to go ahead and stack on top this Proco Rat. This is a classic hard clipping distortion. So think like Judas Priest and Iron Maiden and AC/DC and all those guys. So I'm going to put a little bit of that together with my amp here and my fuzz pedal, and I'll just put a little bit of reverb on, I guess. And then just to be sure, I'm going to go ahead and give this thing another about 10 decibels of clean boost power. So got all that in our head, and here we're ready, and I'm getting ready to tear in. All right. Is that what you expected? So I got my heavy metal amp here, my high gain amp, and my fuzz pedal, and stacking that into my Rat pedal and giving it a clean boost. And this is the sound that it makes, right? So the piece of gear I want to talk about is actually something that every single one of you who has an electric instrument has, and I really like my volume knob. Because a guitar volume knob, any electric instrument knob, volume knob, is not really a volume knob, it's a gain knob. And it doesn't matter how much gain I have stacked in my pedals or my amp, if my volume is turned way down and I'm strumming really quietly, I get this nice, pretty quiet sound. But if I take this volume knob and I turn it just a little bit, don't leave your volume knob in one place. Move it all over the place. You can go from grindy, fuzzy, out of control heavy metal sound to pretty clean sound just with this little knob. And that's why the volume knob is one of my favorite pieces of gear.